2,000 euros a month. If you're earning this, the basic math or popular belief would tell you you're fine. The reality is real estate and basic cost of living does not care about societal acceptance. We need to run a clinical audit based on real data, real estate indexes, and cost of living records across Europe to understand whether you are effectively leveraging geographical arbitrage or simply depleting all your income in a suboptimal location. Let's get to it. Hello fellow wealth seekers, and welcome back to another installment of your favorite series, Living on 2K in Europe. As usual, we start from the top, Helsinki this time. The good news is that housing is in good supply despite being a central and northern European capital. Rents are somewhat mathematically controlled. Unfortunately, a one-bedroom apartment near the city center will still eat up half of your 2K net income. Next to that, groceries are very expensive, obviously due to the remote location. Taxes are a bit high. Also, we would be looking at 350 a month here. The upside is that utilities are very efficient in terms of cost per usage, and your transport is great. The HSL takes you everywhere efficiently on time and quite cheap. Your margin, 470 a month, which, truth be told, for a northern central European capital is quite alright. Unfortunately, you have to consider that travel from and to Helsinki will take you more than usual, simply because of the airport location, the gas needed by obviously planes. Also, your capital gains is taxed more than the average 25% across Europe, simply due to Nordic regulation. So it is a bit more tricky to really make a living on 470 that includes going out and savings. Let's move south to Rome, la dolce vita. Everybody's chasing this aesthetic and ideal lifestyle. Reality is you're coupling Southern European standards with Northern European cost of living. That is quite dangerous. A one-bedroom apartment, definitely not in the city center, would be 1.1k a month. Groceries around 300, that is more or less the average for a capital, and utilities and transport is around 200. It's not too bad, but here's the catch. The heating is not really used as much as other cities, obviously during winter, being not as cold, but it is quite inefficient, so the cost per usage is still quite high. Also, your transport, even if you decide to rely on buses, these are extremely unreliable, systematic failures, delays. These would cause you to resort to potentially private transportations or taxis, which is a life cash depleter. Unfortunately, what you're left with is 400, which again, for Italy itself is not that bad. But an emergency, going out a little bit more than usual, one more holiday during the year, and you can't effectively accumulate any real wealth. Last but not least, we move to Wrocław, a tech expanding scene. It's really bubbly in here, yet still with Eastern European costs somehow. So you're still on time to leverage the geographical arbitrage. A modern one-bedroom apartment, 850 a month, finally less than half your salary. MPK transport pass, incredible. Utilities, high efficiency, that is around about 150 a month, definitely great for our standards. And Biedronka and Dino would keep your groceries at very controlled costs. I'm a big fan of Poland, you can maybe rate that between the lines. So your margin would be 750 a month, which is even with some emergencies and going out a little bit, by the way, going out is quite cheap, you would be able to deploy at least 400 to the stock market every single month, effectively respecting the 20% savings rule, and you would be better off than spending your money and your time somewhere else, particularly considering how expat-friendly this city is becoming. You see, telemetry does not lie. We need to audit our positioning, assess our possibilities from a career standpoint, and map them to the appropriate geographical arbitrage. So, Helsinki provides safe floor, but also low ceilings. Rome, a beautiful open-air museum that depletes your wealth. Wrocław and similar, this is exactly where the system is engineered for career possibilities and wealth acceleration. That's what we have to pursue, particularly on this salary and potentially at the beginning of our career. I hope this was helpful. Let me know where we should travel next. I'll see you in the next session. European Wealth Lab out.